I decided to play some Final Fantasy 15 because Square Enix recently announced a Final Fantasy 15 / Terra Wars collaboration DLC event. The event is called Close Encounter of the Terra Kind. Get it? Because it sounds like Close Encounters of the Third Kind. You see what they did there? You see what I'm just kidding. Which I thought was cool, but then I thought to myself, what the is Terra Wars? So I did some research on the, good old internet, as one would do, and discovered that Terra Wars is a mobile JRPG that is still in development. I repeat, still in development. This game's not even out yet, and it's already collaborating with one of the most popular JRPG series of all time. Now, to be fair, this game is being developed by Mistwalker, which is the company of the creator of Final Fantasy. Putting his name here so I don't butcher it. So my guess is this collaboration is being done to generate hype and brand recognition for the mobile game, seeing that its predecessor Terra Battle 2 lacked the success in North America and other regions. Now it's being rebranded as Terra Wars, a mobile game that doesn't even have a release date. Great. With that being said, let's get into the DLC event, shall we? The DLC event starts off with Noctis being transported into a digital-like realm like it's Code Lyoko. And wakes up to my new waifu, Sarah. Who's the main protagonist from Terra Battle 2. Both of them are confused about why they're here. Noctis notices she's injured, so he decides to be a gentleman and heals her up.
Thank you.
No problem. Doesn't mean I trust you, though.
And not even 3 minutes in with this DLC, you can already tell from the dialogue the developers want us to ship these two characters. Move over, Luna, there's a new girl in town and she's got a face tattoo, so she's fearless and she don't give a f***. Anyways, Noctis and Sarah decide to team up to find a way out of this unknown world. Realizing they're trapped and have no place left to go, they start to give up on life, and holy, suddenly a Japanese sperm bot runs up to them and says, Hiso.
What the hell is that thing?
That's what I said! So here's the rundown. So basically this guy is part of some genderless species called the Hisos, and only say, Hiso when they talk. Like Baby Groot, but more useless. Apparently, Noctis and Sarah were chosen as saviors of their homeworld to defeat the Eroder, which sounds like some rejected comic book supervillain. Furthermore, Noctis and Sarah decide to help, and we can finally get into some action. However, when Noctis and Sarah fight with each other for the first time, for some reason during gameplay they constantly keep bumping into each other, creating awkward moments like odd couples would do.
Hey, watch out!
You watch out!
And you don't get in my way!
After the coast was clear, the Hiso took Noctis and Sarah back to the rest of its people. And I thought one Hiso was annoying enough. But then there are at least 50 of these things running around! One of them even tackles Noctis and takes Noctis' phone, which allows us to control as Sarah for the first time. But it really isn't that interesting because all we do is chase down the Hisos who are responsible for taking Noctis' phone. Really, Square? This is the best you can do? Eventually, Sarah has to save one of the Hisos hanging off a log by a waterfall. And I'm thinking to myself, Sarah, just let this one die. They all look alike. I'm sure no one will notice. But Sarah does the right thing and saves the endangered Hiso. Unfortunately, bad luck occurs for both of them because the log they are standing on dereses itself, which has Sarah and the Hiso falling to their deaths. But Noctis swoops in to save the day like Spider-Man catching Mary Jane in those Sam Raimi movies. Soon after that, Noctis and Sarah journey to find the leader of the Hisos, and along the way, Sarah saves Noctis from a demon, break a few walls, and learn about the power of teamwork. Once Noctis and Sarah meet the leader of the Hisos, they are soon ambushed by a group of more demons, which is great because it allows us to show off the duo's progress as comrades by being able to use Sarah's new technique called Salvation.
I'll finish it!
Sure, Noctis accidentally calls her Ignis from time to time, but that's just to force a habit.
Ignis, Sarah!
Huh? What? Me?
Who else, my pet chocobo? After the battle is over, the leader of the Hisos leads Noctis and Sarah to where the Eroder is located, and this is where the final showdown begins. As Noctis and Sarah run to the top of the platform, they stumble upon a lonely Hiso.
And holy plot twist, he's evil!
The Eroder tries to headbutt Noctis, but Sarah pushes him out of the way and gets hit instead, which leads to the Eroder copying Sarah's powers and appearance, who looks more like an evil version of 2B, but without the eye patch. To be honest, this boss wasn't hard at all. Like any other boss in Final Fantasy 15, all you gotta do is dodge a bit, perform a few warp strikes, use Sarah's salvation technique, use an excessive amount of potions in your inventory, and you should be
Holy shit, she's got a second phase!
Nah, I'm just kidding, it was still a pretty easy boss fight. Well, now that the Eroder has been defeated and the Hiso's world is at peace, Noctis and Sarah have a heartfelt goodbye with one another, once again proving that she might be a better love interest than Luna. Just saying.
I mean, look how long this conversation is going!
Finally, Noctis is transported back to his own world, and after completing the crossover event, you are rewarded with Sarah's sword, which is a pretty good weapon, I do say so myself. And there you have it, that's the encounter of the Terra Kind DLC event. It was definitely an interesting piece of DLC for Final Fantasy 15. Don't know if I really recommend it unless you want a new weapon. I do like the character Sarah, she was a pretty cool chick. However, the Hisos were annoying, and the boss fight was really nothing to ride home with. So let me just think in the comment section down below about this Final Fantasy 15 Terra Wars crossover event. What do you think about the new characters? And are you going to check out the Terra Wars game when it releases on mobile? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out. Subscribe for more content from me. I'm DMLX. I'll see you in the future.